now listening to the Queen's Table with Jai Indigo. Yeah. Serving royalty on hyperadio.com.
Hey, yo, what's happening, kings and queens and everyone in between? You are tuned in to Hype Radio, and it's your girl, it's Jai Yadada, and it is the Queen's Table. It's another Friday, but it really ain't like the other Friday, because it don't even feel like a Friday. Normally we celebrating a Friday, right? Like, hail to the weekend. But, you know, in observation of the quarantine, it's like we stuck. We can't do nothing.
Right.
It sucks. It sucks bad. Like, we in the house, we really in the house, and we in the house, boy, for real. Like, that's my song, that's my anthem right now, sadly. So we are live streaming from Hype Radio. I want to thank everybody that is tuned in on the World Wide Web. I want to thank everybody that's tuned in with us on social media, on both of our platforms, Facebook and on IG. And if you have some friends that you want to have tap in, have them tap in. Chill with us. You're bored. You ain't doing too much, so you might as well chill out. I got a great show for you guys. An awesome guest in the house tonight. I have Miss Fe'Monroe. Welcome.
Yo, what's good?
Yes. Give it up for Miss Fe'Monroe. Where my claps? Where my hand claps at? There we go. So, I'm going to go ahead and just really let you get into it. And I want you to let the people know who is Fe'Monroe?
All right, so Fe'Monroe, I am a rapper and I am a singer. I do hip hop and R&B. I am from Vallejo, California, and the south side of Georgia, Clayton County. What's up?
What's up with it? Man, I got my hometown in the building. Y'all know I always get juiced about the 707.
You already know what it is.
Hello. We got she representing that soil. She from South Georgia too. So we're gonna really get into that and get a better understanding of how that blend is working for you.
Okay.
So tell me, where exactly in the V did you grow up? Hillside. So
yes.
you from where 40 Water from?
Yeah.
Okay.
He actually is close to my family too. So.
Okay. All right. So musical influence, I suspect.
Yeah. He actually works with my cousin Neff. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so wait, we ain't gonna just roll on by that. So Neff Farrell is your cousin?
Yeah, we related. Neff Farrell. Shout out to him. He actually just dropped a mixtape, I believe it was.
Okay, that's what's up.
Shout out to my cousin too, Lil Ace. He just dropped a tape too.
Yes, there we go. Shout out. They doing the damn thing. That's what's up. So we're just gonna get into it and learn a lot about you tonight. We really gonna get in and let the people know who exactly Fe'Monroe is. So tell us, growing up, what did you do for fun?
For fun, singing. I feel like singing was always fun for me. I always wanted to be a singer. I used to be in choir in church. So yeah, singing, writing. I used to always write stories in elementary school. Storytelling always been my thing.
Okay. Awesome. So did you grow up in a church?
Yes, I grew up in a church.
Okay. All right. What church? We're going to shout out the church that she grew up in.
Evangelist Temple.
Okay. Shout out to Evangelist Temple.
South Vallejo right there.
Okay. I'm familiar, been there. Got some relatives that attended the church as well.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So since you started singing is what I'm hearing initially, what inspired you to get into rap then?
Well, I started doing poetry when I was about 13 in middle school. So, you know, poetry and rap, they kind of go hand in hand.
Absolutely.
So it was probably in 2018 was when I started rapping. And it was just, it's always been easier for me to write singing songs as raps first. You know, and so I was like, you know, let me just keep it as a rap instead of just, you know, slowing it down or whatever. And people actually gravitated to it. They loved it. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just rap with this.
Okay, that works. That makes sense. So as far as your musical background, I imagine with the church, with singing, did you play instruments as well?
I tried, you know, but it never stole me. I tried to do, what was it? A flute. I tried to do the clarinet. Okay. I tried to do piano. It never really stuck with me though.
Okay. That's all right. So you got your hummingbird. So the singing is your thing as well. So she not only raps, but like she said, she sings as well. So what kind of music do you enjoy?
R&B would probably be my favorite genre of music, and then hip hop.
Okay.
But I love all types of music: jazz, country, pop, anything.
Okay, that's good. So you got your palette is open. That's
course.
good. Okay. And is there any particular artist that you enjoy?
For R&B wise, I really been listening to a lot of Summer Walker lately.
Yes.
Janae Aiko,
Yep.
I love her. Her, you know,
Yeah,
rep
of
for
course.
Vallejo, you already know.
Exactly.
It's a lot of R&B artists. Queen Naija.
Yes.
Tink. So
Yeah,
many. It's
yes.
so many.
I'm
it's
with
so
you
many.
there.
Hip hop wise, I would say I love any artist that's really speaking about something, like telling a story, actually talking about something. So,
Yeah.
Lil Baby, he's in my playlist right now. Lil Durk, Lucci's probably my favorite rapper right now. I listen to a lot of Pac. Yeah, so it's a lot of old school in my playlist. So yeah.
Okay, right on. I like your flavor. So, as far as when it just, and you kind of, I think you pretty much have touched on who your favorite artists are. If you were to just narrow them down, who would be your three top artists?
Can we do by like genre wise or just like overall?
Just overall.
Overall.
I gotta rise to the top. Who rises to the top?
See, okay, I'm gonna do it like this then. I would say who gives me the most
Inspiration.
most inspiration.
Yes.
I'm gonna do it like that. Okay. Lucci.
Okay.
He's probably most inspirational. You know, I see his music anytime I put his songs on. They make me want to go get some money. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Hell
and I
yeah.
feel like everything that he's been through, like I could just relate to, like just going through the struggle and trying to make it and just, you know, keep going.
Okay.
Who else? I would say Alessia Cara. I don't know if
Oh, I haven't heard of her.
You haven't heard of her?
Uh-uh.
She sings this one song, Scars to Your Beautiful. What song I think that you would know by?
She R&B? What?
Nuh-uh, she's more like a pop kind
Okay.
of artist. Yeah,
Okay,
she's
I
more
might
a
have
pop artist.
breezed past her.
You ever
Not
heard that
really.
one song, that 1-800 song, the suicide song with Khalid and you know that?
No, you got to send me something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alessia Cara, she has a lot of inspirational music. I feel like anybody that talks about, you know, stuff that deals with mental health or anything like that, I can relate a lot to that type of stuff. So
Okay.
her and who else? A third one. Tupac.
Yes.
Even though he's not alive, I'm gonna throw him in there.
Yes. Hands down for sure. For sure, Pac got it hands down. So you touched on mental health, and so I want to kind of dig into that. Was that something that has impacted you? Is that why you have such a passion and understanding for that?
Yes, yes. Especially with music or anything I do, I feel like mental health was always that inspiration for me. Just dealing with stuff that I've dealt with. I want to be able to relate to other people because my story can, you know, possibly help other people out.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So, as far as like with you went from music or singing and then you gravitated to rap, and you talked about the poetry kind of led into that. Do you have a favorite of the two? Do you prefer to sing more than rap?
Yeah, actually, I prefer to sing, honestly.
Oh.
This rapping, I feel like it's just like, you know, opening doors to me and everything, but I've always just wanted to be the singer, like, you know how Ashanti, Mariah Carey goes on all the dudes songs, you know, the mix and everything. That's how I kind of wanted to start off. But then it was like, you know what, let's just do it all on you. Like, let's just give it your all, you know, don't wait on anybody to hit you up for a feature or anything like that. So I was like, hey, let's use what you got and just give it your all.
That's right. That's right. Yep. You might as well travel all lanes if you have the ability to do it. Why not? So yes.
Especially with the versatility, you need something that's gonna stick out like a thumb in this industry right now. Because like it's really oversaturated. So you gotta have something that sets you apart. So I feel like using my singing and rapping, it'll help me a lot.
Yeah, I agree. And do you really think the game is saturated? Are you talking about for females or are you talking about rap in general?
I feel like music in general, I feel like a lot of people are now taking the opportunity to jump into rap and music and everything. And especially with females too. They easily put us in a box. Yeah. They really do. So I feel like you gotta, you know, be yourself and find something that's gonna, you know, have you stick out.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I feel like, and we're going to touch into that on the females in the rap game because the females got it real rough. You know what I'm saying? It's really, there's a lot that's bubbling, you know, underneath the surface rather. And then you have your main ones, your Nicki Minaj, and now you got Megan coming along, and of course you got Cardi, you know. Right. But it's always like somebody's fighting for the #1 spot. And then you have all of these males that are leading the pack. It's plenty and many of them, but when it comes to the females, it's just so, you know, it's rough.
It's rough. Like, and that is females. Females are always so competitive.
Yeah.
When you see men, they're all in the clique and they all bros and they hang out and stuff.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know why it's like that. I feel like, you know, it's room for all of us. So I feel like we should all just, you know, come together, be empowered by each other.
Right. I agree. I definitely want to take a moment to thank you all. I see you guys all tapped in on social media. For those of you that are listening to us online, I thank you. We appreciate you. If you are on the go, if you so happen to be on the go, which most of us are not, but I do encourage that you download the TuneIn app from your app store. You can listen to us when you're free. When that's free, you can listen to us while you're on the go. And for those of you guys who are tapped in on IG, follow both I am Ja Yadada, that's JAHYAADADA, and also Fe'Monroe. So that's is it just Fe'Monroe? Fe and then MONROE?
Yeah, FEMONROE_. That's my Instagram.
Yes, so follow us on IG as well. And so I want to get into your name. How did you get the name Fe'Monroe?
Well, I go by Fifi. That's a nickname.
Okay.
If you know me, you know my real name, so we don't even get into that.
Okay.
But I love Marilyn Monroe. I love Marilyn Monroe. She's a lovely model actress. So I just kind of put that two together. And Fe'Monroe was originally my Instagram name before I even took music serious. And I was just thinking, like, what can be my artist's name? I was just like, Fe'Monroe, hey, it's right there in my face. So.
Right. And it works, and it comes off smooth, so it is what it is. I mean, it ain't like it's, because some of these names get a little tricky. It's spelled one way, and then it's pronounced another way, because I had a few coming here, and we was like, so what is your name? I don't want to mess it up.
Right.
So I make sure before we get started, I always ask everybody, so how do you pronounce it? And yours is straight to the point. So
yeah, straight to the point.
Yeah. So as far as music, what did you really grow up listening to? It sounds like there's a lot of old school, but I know in the house it sounds like you had a church influence, and then you probably had some of the 90s influence, and I do know some of your family, so we went to school and stuff together. So I imagine we all coming from Vallejo kind of listen to the same
thing. Exactly. I grew up on that old school music. Yeah, I would say that. It wasn't until I moved to Georgia was when I really got into like the hip hop and the new school and everything like that. But I pretty much grew up on, you know, the old stuff, Mac Dre, Tupac, and Sally Sale, and Too Short, all the, you know, from the big stuff. I also was listening to, like I said, a lot of R&B. Let's see, Aaliyah. She's actually another one of my huge inspirations about how I even dress or anything music-wise too. The baggy clothes, the shades and everything.
Girl, that was my era, baby. That was TLC, Aaliyah.
Yeah, TLC, right? Everything. Like, I got all my music from my moms. Like, being around my moms and my aunties and everything like that. Right. I most definitely listened to what they was listening to.
Yes. Okay, so let's clear the record. We just gonna set the facts. We gonna get shit straight. What is the biggest misconception about you?
I would say the biggest misconception is that people think I'm stuck up or something. I think that's the biggest misconception.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just like by looking at me on Instagram, something like that, they might think I'm uppity or something like that. But
no, not the vibe I got at all. This is my first time meeting her. We have talked over the phone, and we've talked, you know, on social media and stuff like that, text and stuff. And then when I seen her, she was such a sweetheart. So I didn't get that vibe, and I pick up on vibes real quick. So I didn't get that at all. But you know, hey, you know, haters. Yeah. You know how they do. They feel some type of way. They get intimidated just off a picture, baby.
Right. But so, I'm a sweetheart. I'm talking to. I'm very friendly. I'm not mean at all.
Yeah.
I wish I was, though. Some people deserve to get that mean.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to serve it up so they know, especially in the rap game, you got to draw that line because you can't be nice.
You can't.
They take your kindness for weakness for sure.
I learned that the hard way. Trust me.
Yeah.
You kind of got to be real firm in this industry.
You got to be a bitch.
Yeah.
You do. It just is what it is. You do. So, And I want to touch on as far as like growing up, and I know you said you always wanted to be a singer. Was there anything else that you wanted to do? Any other kind of job or career?
To this day, I'm still thinking about the stuff I want to do. But it started off, I would say, it started off me being an author. Because like I said, I always used to write stories.
Okay.
So I just knew, like, you know, I was going to be writing books and everything when I got older. Then I wanted to be, what else? I would say after an author, I think I wanted to be a teacher at one point in time.
Oh.
I wanted to be a pediatrician, but then I found out that was too much school. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even a school girl like that,
right.
so I'm going to have to pass.
So you love kids?
Yes, I love kids, but
certain age.
A certain age,
right.
Yes. Let me say a certain age, okay? Not the terrible twos that I don't like them. But what else? Right now, I still want to be a firefighter. That's still something that I'm very passionate about, saving other lives.
Yeah.
Being a therapist is still something that I do want to do too, going into psychology. So yeah, I'm still trying to do everything on top of doing music.
That's
you can never have too many types of income and use all your gifts and talents. I feel
Absolutely.
like.
So if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20?
I'm 20.
Oh, you're still a baby! Oh,
I'll
girl,
be 21
yes!
in June. That's another thing. People, they always think I'm older. I get like 23 a lot.
I thought you were 24.
24?
Yeah.
Oh my
And not that you look older.
I
It's just mature. You're mature. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Oh, girl. Life. You got so much ahead of you. Yes. Therapy is great. You're actually doing therapy now.
Really?
I mean, with your music. Think
right,
about
yeah,
it.
that is true.
Because you know what you're giving, you're expressing yourself, but other people feel that, and it's therapeutic. Music is therapeutic, so you're already doing therapy right now.
Right,
Look
and
at
I'm such an emotional person. I'm a Cancer, so you know.
I'm a Cancer. I was gonna see if you were Gemini or Cancer.
Yeah, no wonder we just get Yeah, I'm a Cancer.
He's a Cancer too. Like,
I'm a Cancer, so we real in tune with our emotions. And
yes,
like
indeed.
That. So I feel like I have
and artsy.
Artsy, yeah.
Yes.
So I have to have a job that allows me to tap into with that. So like I said, talking to people, therapy, music, anything like that. Yeah.
Oh, girl, see, you know, I'm really feeling her now. We on the same page. Okay, so as far as growing up in Vallejo in the hills, how did growing up there, and we'll touch on how Georgia influenced you, but how did growing up in Vallejo, how did that influence you? Family, just experiences, things like that?
I feel like it's so different, like little city by the water. I mean, like it gets crazy out there. I think the environment is most definitely a real environment. Like you really gotta get it out the mud out there.
Oh, yeah.
I will say, you gotta be real careful. But I feel like in Vallejo we're so like close together. Like your neighbor is like your family in a way. So it's like it teaches you to be like real humble. I will say real humble.
Yeah. And most of us related one way or another, to be very honest. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a cousin or something in common. I'm just being honest.
Every time I meet somebody like, I'm like, hold on, who your family is before we even go there or anything, because
it's true. So everybody, you know, Navy families came in. Folks grew up in Floyd Terrace, so most folks came from there, and everybody just kind of tied in this itty bitty city. So some way, somehow, uncles, cousins done got together. You got a little. It just is that way. So, and so when you moved to Georgia, South Georgia to be exact, right? Clayton County.
Yes. Sir.
Okay. How old were you when you moved there?
I was 13.
Oh,
traumatic.
Ooh, so traumatic.
It was traumatic.
Yes.
It was a scary thing, but I was in 8th grade. It was the last 2 months of 8th grade too, I believe. So
it was rough coming to school at the end, and everybody already had friendships and everything. And you come from California, so different. Like,
and then my middle school out here, and I was in the Vacaville at that time. My middle school out here was just 7th and 8th grade. Out there was like 6th, 7th, and 8th.
Okay.
So it was like, oh my gosh, like all these kids here. I don't know. It's just a different environment.
Yeah.
It was so different.
Were they very, because you got the Southern hospitality. I've been to Georgia, and the Southern hospitality as an adult was awesome. I was taken back. I loved it.
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that, because my mother was telling about this Southern hospitality before I even went down there.
Yeah.
I went down, I'm like, where is it at? Where is it at?
Really?
But like like I said, with the older people, you do see it. But it was like with people my age, and
not so much.
Nah.
Girl, so I thought about actually maybe making that transition. My daughter right now, she's 13. She just turned 13. But I thought about that. I remember being 12, 13, and that transition would be really hard for her. I loved it, but I don't think that she would be ready for that because she's so, California, Bay Area. I already know that would just rock her world. Mm-hmm. So when did it get smooth sailing for you?
I would say it got smooth sailing probably that summer.
Okay.
When I got out of school, because I'll still say this to this day. I probably didn't have as many issues as I had in California that I had in Georgia. Like, it was just drama. But that's just because out there, out here is more diverse. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Out there it's so black.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. And so you know how females are, competition, especially down there.
Oh,
so
gosh.
It was bad, but it did get better for me. Mm-hmm. And I would say I wouldn't change going out there because you kind of need to be around your own people. You need to have that culture and stuff. Yeah. So I wouldn't change that because I got to experience that and be around more of my own people.
Right. I do like the down south, their education is really big for them. Mm-hmm. So I always thought that would be a great influence for my daughter, just to see a lot of black girls.
Yeah, HBCUs
I thought that was really good. But now I'm hearing a whole another side right now. I'm like,
it just depends on the part too, because with every place there's a part where you don't want your kids to grow up and everything. Right. So it's like, find a good part, good school and everything, and I think she'll be fine.
Girl, I ain't going nowhere. She ain't having it. It was just a thought. It was just a thought. Maybe later in life. So I know that you had shared in your music that you had lost your brother. Mm-hmm. And so how did that, and first let me step back, and I'm speaking from a place because I lost my brother as well. So I know the pain, the everlasting pain of that. I know the impact that it can have on yourself and your life and everything going forward. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. The pain never goes away. Mm-mm. I feel like it just kind of gets easier to deal with. Mm-hmm. I would say.
Lil.
That was actually the first death that I had to experience older. Of course, when I was younger, family members passed away, but I was never old enough to understand death and have somebody that close to me. Yeah. So when that happened to me, it was like, whoa, this is real. Gun violence is real. The streets out here is real.
So how old was your brother?
He was at the time 19.
19. And how long ago has it been?
He passed away 2016 on Valentine's Day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know that's really rough. Was it here in California or
no, Georgia?
In Georgia. Mm-hmm. Okay, so y'all both had moved out there together?
No, we weren't blood. We're not related. Okay. Yeah, we were just really close.
Oh, okay. That's still devastating to grow up with somebody and still you look at a brother or sister, still the same pain. If y'all grew up together, it still hurts deeply. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. So, how does that impact or influence your music? The experience that you had.
For the impact on my music, it just makes me not want to give up, honestly, because I personally don't think he would have allowed me to give up. And whatever he was doing, he wouldn't have given up either. So I just keep that in the back of my mind, especially with what I want to do with his name. I want to be able to keep his name alive. So to do
what's his name?
D-Lo, Delani.
Okay, shout out to D-Lo, Delani. Rest in heaven. Your angel always with you.
Yes. So yeah, to do that, to keep his name alive, I feel like I gotta keep going.
Yeah, for sure.
To be able to have my organization and everything.
So you want to have an organization in his name?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be the D-Lo Foundation. This is actually exclusive too, because I ain't even told nobody about what I'm trying to do.
Okay, manifest it, baby. Manifest it.
It's going to be a D-Lo Foundation. It basically stands for Doing Everything Life Offers.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm still putting everything
together.
The
acronyms. Works out perfect.
I'm still putting everything together, which is perfect for this quarantine right now. I've been doing a lot of investing, doing a lot of, thinking and getting things right.
Okay. Well, I wish you well with that for sure.
Thank you.
So as far as artists that you're listening to right now, who was you bumping before you came in here?
Before I came in here, I was bumping Roddy Ricch.
Ooh, my daughter loves him.
Let me stop and say, protect Roddy at all costs. I love Roddy. I always be forgetting who I be listening to until the time comes. Yeah. In my head. Because I love Roddy. Yeah. I feel like everything. He don't never drop a miss. He always got hits back to back.
He do. My daughter turned me on to him, and I hear him all the time, and I actually do like him. Yeah. So he pretty dope. He definitely pretty dope.
Right, cute.
Yeah. Maybe she probably thinks that too. So as far as which ingredients do you think makes you special? What makes you unique? What separates you from the pack?
What separates me, I feel like, is my authenticity. How you say
authenticity?
Yes. That was a tongue twister right there. But
it is.
I feel like that makes me stand out just because I'm being myself and not trying to like follow the wave or the trend. You know, I just want to be in my own lane.
Right.
What else? I would say just how I carry myself in all sets me apart. Like I'm never trying to be like the next person.
Okay, that's good. Now, how do you maintain that with so much, especially with social media? You know, sometimes if, excuse me, sometimes you can be bombarded with all of these different images and all of these different things and trying to find what catches, because especially like with female rappers, a lot of them are really pushing either the sexuality, you know, or you got the ones that's toting the guns and they hard as bricks, you know what I'm saying? So how do you really just keep that focus and not, you know, blend in there, because that's kind of what's selling?
I mean, excuse me, it most definitely is hard. Like it's so easy to get sucked in to what everybody else is doing. I'm not gonna lie and sit here and say I've never like just sat here and compare myself to anybody on Instagram, because it's easy scrolling. You see the next female artist, I'm like, dang, I ain't bold up. Yeah, like what's she doing? Or just anybody, period.
Right.
Like a lot of people do that. If you see somebody else with a big house or money, you automatically think that should be you and you want to do what they're doing.
Right.
But I feel like, you know, you can't do what everybody else is doing. You have to do what works for you. And their season isn't your season. So I feel like that's very important. And sometimes you do have to take a break from social media.
Yes,
which I
absolutely.
do a lot. Just to, you know, refine yourself, basically. Yeah, sometimes you got to take a break and step back from social media.
You got it, exactly. So are there any artists that you currently are working with on, you know, what you have out, or is there anyone that you're looking to work with in the future? Any notable artists?
Notable artists. Ooh. I haven't really been doing any features. I just did a feature since I've been out here. But other than that,
not with your cousin?
he's on the tape.
Okay.
Not Neff, but Lil Ace. He's on my last tape I just dropped. It's the last time that I checked remix. Y'all go check that out.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, Neff, we need to get some music in though. Like I'm trying to see
cousin.
Your
cousin doing her thing over here now. Come on now.
But you know, right now features wise, I haven't really been working on nothing.
Is there anybody that you want to work with? I mean, put it in the air. Like I say, manifest that, baby.
It. I really want to work with Alessia Cara. If you ever see this, hey girl, hit me, okay? Who local wise? Let me see local wise, because there's some people out here that I've been seeing that I do want to work with. I wouldn't mind working with. I kind of want to work with Mozzie. I'm not gonna cap.
Mozzie, okay,
yeah. I kind of want to work with Mozzie. Who else do I really want to work with? I want to work with Amaretta. Have you heard of Amaretta?
Where's she from?
She in the A.
Okay, so no.
And she goes so hard. You gotta listen to Amaretta. I want to work with her.
She sings or raps?
She rap.
Okay.
And when I tell you she be spitting, she be spitting.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
For real.
Amaretta.
Amaretta, yeah. Female wise, there's still females out there. I really want to put all the females. Tokyo.
Yeah.
Who else? Yeah, I'm gonna say Tokyo Amaretta right now out there.
Okay.
Because I be trying to really like stay in my lane of music, just because like I don't be trying to like make music where I know it's not me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of female artists, they don't talk about what I be talking about. So I'm like, yeah, let me just try to not be jumping all out. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. So I want to get into your music. Since we're touching on it, we might as well just get into it. As far as your newest release, I know we got the Bar for Bar mixtape. You sent us some music there.
Yeah.
And so I want to go ahead and just kind of dig into that. Let me ask you, what inspired you to do a mixtape?
I feel like it was time. I had dropped the EP first.
Okay.
And that was about 7 songs, I think, was on the EP. And then I was like, okay, let me go ahead and give a mixtape. And I have a lot of remixes. So I was like, let me just drop a whole remix tape, like, you know, like a dedication type tape or whatever.
Okay.
And so that's why I was like, let me do that, give them some.
Okay, so, I mean, call out your EP. We got to know. What's the name of the EP?
The EP is Show 'Em How You Comin', and that's all original songs, so no remixes is on that tape. And that's on Fe'Monroe and my mixtape, so y'all check that out.
Okay. All right. Well, we didn't get anything from the EP tonight.
No, you did. You did actually get a song for the EP.
Oh.
Yeah, I sent you a song from the EP. I sent you a song for the mixtape.
Okay,
so
great. Okay, great. So we'll be able to hear both. I'm glad we did touch on that then. So the first song, I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say this, though. On the mixtape, there's 2 that I love. I'll talk about it a little later, but fortunately, we do get to hear one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce the first song. Kind of want to know who produced, who engineered, who you're working with on the first song.
Okay.
And then we'll just go ahead and let y'all hear it.
Okay. So this song is W Freestyle. It's a Drake remix, and it's engineered by Uchilado, Guarantee Studios. Shout out to them. But yeah, let's get it. Woo.
Keep it moving. You gotta show these people that it's way more than the music. You gotta show these youngins you got talent, you can use it. You ain't got shit to prove. These motherfuckers that's hating that ain't got shit to do. Look in the mirror, the only bitch you compete is you. Hop in your bag, stack your money, say fuck the pot of shoes. Act like you know the rules. Face it, ain't no time to get complacent. Just think about the day when you can finally say you made it. It's all about the hustle with a little motivation. You got just what it takes, but damn, just have a little patience. Please, don't give up on your dreams. Look how far you done came and you ain't even have a team. Look how far you done came and you ain't even have support. That you all in the end, just like Kobe in the fort. I led you, rest in peace, Kobe. A question, you got a chance, so why not take it? It's supposed to kill for a day, so don't you waste it. You wasn't born to fit in, stop acting basic. It's sad that you sitting on your ass. I'm mad, you can't see you fucking bad. It's about your future, can't be dwelling on the past. You can't let it slow you down, it's supposed to give you gas. But you try to hit the brakes when you feel a little sad. You know for shutting down when you think about your dad. You searching for a nigga, you want someone to listen. You trying to look for shit that your heart can feel it's missing. But girl, it's nothing. You think they love you for real and y'all just fucking. And now you back where you started, feel like you nothing. And now you think to yourself, who can you trust? No one to trust. Thoughts to myself. I'm thinking deep, I'm having thoughts to myself. Who can you talk to when you have no one else? You know you got my rope, you ain't got nothing left. I'm having thoughts to myself. I'm thinking deep, I'm having thoughts to myself. Who can you talk to when you have no one else? You know you got my rope, you ain't got nothing left.
Sometimes you gotta remind yourself
Who the fuck you is? Don't give up on
on
yourself.
yourself.
Don't give up on your dreams. Trust the process.
That's the end of that. So it's gonna play out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's an anthem right there. I liked everything. I like the whole song, girl.
Thank you, thank you.
Like everything that you was saying. I played that song a few times. Like really seriously, when I came in here, when I was getting ready, I feel it. Like those are thoughts to yourself. I have those same thoughts.
Yes, that whole song was thoughts to myself. I was like in a weird space. I wasn't writing music for a minute, and I was just like, listen, you need to get it together.
Yes.
Like, don't give up on yourself.
Self-motivation.
Like, yeah, it was a self-motivation song, most definitely.
Oh yeah, that's some real spill. Like everything, definitely encouraging. I like that's therapy. That's that therapy I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Girl. So that was like, okay, so she gave us a background on what even inspired that song. So that's dope. Now, the other one that I like that's on the mixtape, the Bar for Bar mixtape, is Dreams and Nightmares.
Yes, that's the Meek Mill remix.
Yeah, I like that one. She didn't bring that one, but that one is hella dope too. The content of it is really impactful, and that's really, for me, I love to hear when females come in and it ain't about, you rapping about sex and all that stuff. It's really real shit. Mm-hmm. And you definitely hit that out the park on both of those songs. So that's what's up. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I guess we'll just go ahead and go into the next song. Okay. So I'm gonna have you go ahead and introduce the next one. This is from the EP, right?
Yes, this is from the EP, Show 'Em How You Coming. This song is called Somebody Else. It was engineered by Big Nick. Shout out to Big Nick.
Somebody, I need 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 somebody else. I need somebody, I need somebody, I need somebody else. I need somebody, I need somebody. I need somebody that's gonna be around. I need somebody that's gonna be down. I need somebody that's gonna be what I need and what I want. I need somebody that's going through some things, and just like me, babe. I need somebody that when the going gets rough, just so you never leave me, babe. I know you're going through some things, but let me ease your pain, boy. Baby, let's just get away from here. But let me make some shit clear about the other niggas you should never care. Just tell me real shit, not what I wanna hear. And you know. Somebody
house. I like that hook.
With the R&B vibe.
Yes. Okay, so what had happened? What drove that song? Because that sound like a nigga done fucked up. I need somebody else because you ain't getting it, boo.
No, for real. Like, I'm always needing somebody else because these niggas don't know how to act.
For everybody.
Yeah, for everybody.
Girl.
Man.
I likes that.
But shout out to 941 Eddie. He does all my cover arts for any single mixtape EP that I done did. Shout out to him. Y'all go fuck with his artwork.
For sure. Say that then. So, now have you ever been part of a group or you always been solo?
I've always been solo.
Okay.
I've always been solo.
You kind of said that with like a passion behind that.
Yeah, I've always been solo. I write all my music. It's just me.
That's dope. So as far as like the group thing, have you, because a lot of times, you know, especially up in church and in Vallejo too, a lot of times people kind of start off with kind of doing a group thing and then they branch off. Did you ever try it?
I've never tried to be in a group before. I mean, I feel like that is good though, because like when you're in a group, you guys kind of feed off each other's energy, especially when it comes to performance-wise. You know, the stage presence, it'll be there because y'all, you know, feeding off each other.
Right.
But I've never tried it. It's always been in my mind though, especially before I even started rapping. I was like, you know, being a singer, you know, there's not a lot of girl groups out. So.
Right, not no more. But no, you're doing the damn thing on the solo hype.
Okay.
I applaud you for doing that because generally, of course, you know what happens. The group separates. It's all the drama, this, that, and the other. Yeah. Right. And then you got to get acclimated into doing stuff by yourself and getting your confidence up.
Anyways,
so that's good that you actually just went that route. So in a male-dominant industry, as a female rapper, how easy or how hard is it for you to maneuver in the industry?
It's very hard, especially as a female, just because you don't know who you meet is going to be really have your best interest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, especially as men that you meet, sometimes they just want something from you. Like, I done probably went through maybe 2-3 managers of dudes saying they want to manage me and help me, but it really was just trying to get in my pants all the extra stuff. So, I feel like in that aspect it's hard, especially, and to also, with just being a female, people think they can get over on you, like, especially being independent and by yourself, not having a team behind you.
Right.
People prey on that, especially in the industry. They feel like they can take advantage. So, as a female, you gotta, you know, have a good head on your shoulders. Basically.
Absolutely. So, who do you have in your corner to help support you, like to, you know, kind of direct you and help make good decisions?
To direct me, I would say myself.
Okay.
It's been me since the jump.
Mm-hmm.
I've been kind of the one making all decisions, basically. So yeah, it's been kind of. But trust me, it's been a hit and miss. It's been plenty of times where I didn't, why you do that? Like, you should have known. Like, I done got played several times, situations where I done went to a club and to perform, never got to perform, didn't get the song played. You know, it's always going to be like that. But, you know, you got to keep going. I didn't let it discourage me, but it's still just me, you know, doing everything.
That's right. So with dealing with, you know, the things that come into play, especially with the males, how do you kind of get around it? When it comes to management, are you just doing your own business, or you prefer to maybe work with females or family? How are you moving past that?
It just depends on whatever's the best opportunity. Like, let's say I'm on social media and I might come across something, or if someone DMs me, I just take, you know, whatever's the best thing I feel like is going to help me.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you managing yourself?
I'm managing myself. Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. Do you catch any any type of intimidation with dealing with males in this industry? Like, you know, them kind of, you know, buffing themselves around, especially like when it comes to like shows, because I know how they can be. My son does music. My ex-husband did music, and I come from that family, and I know how a show can get, and everybody want to get on stage and do their shit, and then if you not bossing up, your music don't get played, you don't, you know, I just came to perform and then just, you know, skip right past me. So how do you deal with that?
I would say I kind of really just don't even do it. Like, if it's a miss, I kind of just, you know, just gotta take it. But it'll be like, before I even just like say just let it go, you know, I'll try to like do whatever I can to fix the situation at the time. But like, if I end up getting a player, it's like, hey, you know, it's gonna be more opportunities. This was just for a reason, and God gonna bless me with something else, basically.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes be like you need a security guard. Sometimes
no,
when
for
it be
real.
them,
Like it's been times where I've been scared to go to a lot of clubs, especially in Atlanta. Like it be getting bad out there. But hey, a lot of shows, honestly, I did go by myself. It was never like me with a lot of people, and that was actually hard for me too, because out there it's more so they have a lot of opportunities where, you know, bring you and 5 other people, we'll let you perform for free, or y'all get a table or a second or something like that. And it's just like, well, you know, I just started, so it's like, you know, I do understand until I get bigger, it's not gonna be people which is willing to come out and just support everything. But hey, it just makes it all worthwhile, because I mean, I believe in myself.
That's right. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, you got to believe in yourself. You got to be your own cheer squad, your motivation, all of that. Because if you count on somebody else to do it, most of the time folks don't acknowledge, recognize, and give you that love until you done made it. Then everybody, your cousin, and and all excited about you. But when you're trying to climb and do your thing, you don't get that kind of support from nobody. It's a hit and miss. You know, they may ask you about it when you come to like a family function. Oh, so how the music thing going? You know, like,
did you hear the tape? Like, did you listen to it?
No. But when you popping, when you got that money, when everybody all on your jock and then that's when they, you know, you already know how it goes.
I honestly feel like promoters, they need to pay attention to the underdogs and the people that's coming out there by themselves, because I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I'm a female and I'm only 20, so it's like, if you see I'm out here and I'm hungry and I'm showing up by myself, give me a little credit, you know, like,
absolutely.
But shout out to all the independent artists out there that is still pushing and going, because it is hard, but hey, we getting it.
Well, that's why we're here. That's why this platform is here, to support that. That's what we love to do. We all about the grind and support of local artists. It's all about the soil, whether it's here in the 916 to the 510 to the 707, all across the board. You know what I'm saying? So these platforms allow, you know, the independent, the artists, the up and coming artists to be able to, for people to learn about you guys, you know. So
shout out to y'all too, because we be needing these platforms to really get us out there and everything. And we respect the people like y'all, because a lot of people don't pay attention to us until we get, you know, where we gotta go. Shoot, we ain't gonna get there, y'all. You know,
exactly. If don't nobody know about you, if nobody playing your music, if you know, so yes, definitely. So we all know that niggas definitely try to play you. We touched on that. And I'm sure that you've dealt with experiences with, you know, men trying to get you to come to the studio and do a hook or get on this beat, and the whole time it's a catch. You know what I'm saying? It, like you said, to get in your draws. How do you maneuver around those things? What have you put in place? I'm sure it's probably happened many a time. What do you put in place to prevent that from happening? Because you never know till you get there if they gonna, you know, pull them shenanigans. Do you like have them maybe send you the beat first, like?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel like the way I do when I go to studios, I like to have everything already ready before I even go. So it ain't even gonna be no just lounging around and looking like, nah. I feel like that's how you get enough for your money that you pay anyways, because studio time is not cheap. So you kind of want to be prepared so you don't have to get so many hours and be in there just lollygagging and stuff.
Absolutely.
I will also say too, the way you carry yourself is important too. Like females, you gotta understand, if you're an artist, you know, the way you carry yourself is what you want to come to you, basically, is what I'm saying. So if you out here like just
disrespecting yourself,
basically, you know, men gonna come at you like that. I mean, and that's no excuse for a man to like put their hands on any female like that. But you just gotta be aware of the message that you are sending out to people.
Absolutely.
So I'm always aware of that. Yeah, when I go to the studio, like the message that, you know, I want to send out. Like, I'm coming here for business. You know? Yeah. Don't be dressing like I'm going to the club and all. It's like, nah, I'm here for business.
Exactly. Yeah. So, now, do you consider like the internet, social media, websites fundamental in your music career? And do you think that it has produced like a mediocre type of talent? Because you got a lot of people that are blowing up off of these social media platforms. I know you're passionate about music and the art itself. Do you think it takes away from it, or is it adding to it?
I feel like it's both 50-50. Social media is a good platform just because like you can reach more people than just in your area. Like back in the day, it was more so, you know, getting out here, giving out the CDs and everything, getting on the corners, you know, performing all that other stuff. which is still good because, you know, you're having that connection, that face-to-face and everything. You know, that's teaching you the grind and everything.
Yeah.
But I would say the bad part about social media is that, like you was just saying, the people that don't even really care too much about the music and just putting out anything, they get that recognition and everything. And it's like a lot of the producers, if they see you with that big following, just by that following, they're going to want to work with you, not even caring about how your music sounds or anything. Oh, they got a following. Let me see what they're talking about. As far as listening to like the actual music and what the person can bring.
Yeah, that is the downside too. People get caught up in the number game. And it takes away from the real craft, the real work that's put in. So I definitely hope, I like to think that, you know, that people, the producers and things like that are really looking into that, and even the majors are really looking into the real quality. I would like to think so, that they're looking into the real quality.
We need quality music.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts on female rappers in 2020? Like, do you listen to female rappers?
I do. I listen to a lot of female rappers. It is not enough diversity, I will say, as far as when it comes to the female rappers. I'm not going to be one of those people that say, oh, all female rappers rap about their vagina and sex and stuff like that, because that's not true. We most definitely have those artists. They just don't get the credit and, you know, what they deserve, basically. They don't get the shine. It's like I said, not enough diversity. We put too much light on the same type of music, and we should be, you know, having room for everybody.
Right. I think Cardi B had hit a nerve because she was talking about the fact that when she tried to rap about things that maybe have a little bit more content, when she tried to flip the script, she didn't get the numbers like when she talks about her pussy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that is true.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, it makes it hard to really talk. You could have like one conscious song or one like a Queen Latifah type, you know, old school, but
it won't get the views as your other music. Yeah,
right.
And that's just with the generation period. I guess females nowadays, you know, they want to shake their ass and dance and, you know.
And twerk all over the place. Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I be always saying I was born in the wrong generation. Like, if I could just go back to, like, the 90s. Or even,
girl.
Like, the 70s.
Girl.
I would love it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's my era.
Comfort.
That's my comfort. That's where I need to be. But, and I'm not knocking no female that does make that type of music. I feel like you do need that type of music too, just because there is parties, there is clubs, so we need that type of music.
Right.
But like I said, it should be fair to give that light to all artists, because we need it all. It's people that go through things, people that want to dance, people that, you know, do that. If that's your lifestyle, rap about your lifestyle.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. But if it's not, rap about who you are. I feel like nobody is rapping about who they are, and I think that's easier to rap about who you're not. So.
Yeah. We definitely need the game, like the females to get a game, like the niggas be giving the game. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't just talking about the whole, you know what I'm saying, prostitution strip game. We talking about, we go through the same shit as niggas do too. You got D girls, you got girls that's doing all the same type of shit that niggas is doing too. So I like to hear a flip side of it from the females. And I know they're out there. I just wish that more would kind of boil up to the top. You know, like I miss the brat. I miss that kind of rap. You feel me?
Yes.
That was, man.
Like where our Lauryn Hill at the generation? Like, can we get one of those?
That right there.
We need one of those.
So, is there any particular female rapper though that you're listening to?
Female rapper that I'm listening to right now. Tink. She's more rap and sing, but I love what she be talking about. Dreezy. I feel like she be speaking real shit. Amaretta, she be speaking real shit. I do listen to Megan when I be wanting to get in that ratchet side. Like I said, because you always get the ratchet music too. You need that side. Who else female-wise right now? Who's out right now? Who's being played? I do listen to Cardi. She ain't dropping anything in a while though. Cardi been under the radar.
She been focusing on her love and her baby.
Nicki is my inspiration when it comes to rapping, period. I would say overall. It's because she's so versatile with it. She knew how to, she made that sex music, but she also have her other music too, like her singing, the freedom song. Like, she knows how to change her topics, which I feel like, which is why she's such up there as a legend because like she was never just always in the box. You know what I'm saying? So Nikki, I always listen to her whenever she drops something new.
Right. I like Remy though.
Remy,
she spit that game though.
And you know, I never really got into Remy. I never listened to Remy like that. Yeah.
Back in the day, it was hit or miss. Now, you know, she really fighting for her glory.
Okay.
I like how the new improved Remy. I like the whole femininity that she's now come with. But bar for bar, she got bars though.
Okay.
She do. So that's just my personal opinion.
Okay. Yeah, I hear Remy be spitting that. I think when she was out, I think I might have been real young, and she was locked up for a minute too.
Yep.
So I never really got into Remy like
She
that.
fighting for her glory right now, but she ain't doing too bad though. Do you think that female rappers get overlooked?
Yes, I think they do get overlooked. Just because we're females. Men, they don't really even like to listen to females like that. Like I said, if you ain't half naked or anything like that, you ain't getting looked at for real.
Right.
So
yeah, the sexual part definitely. How you gotta look like eye candy and all of that for the mass, to get the mass attention. So what do you think about female rappers? Like a lot of them have like the gun-toting female rappers. I've seen a couple of those that's in there. You know, their videos, and they, you know, bop, bop, up, gang, gang. How do you feel about that? What's your take on that?
I feel like if that's who you are, hey, rap about it. Like I said, I always commend anybody that's rapping their real life.
Right.
If it ain't you, don't do it. It's just like, it's a facade. Like, I don't get it, honestly. And I feel like you run out of things to talk about, too, if it ain't really you.
Right.
So, I do know that it is some gutter type females out there. So, hey, if that's how you living, rap about how you living.
Right. Just keep it 1,000.
Yeah, keep it 1,000.
Right. And so, as far as like your music and what you've delivered personally, what do you think has been your personal best song thus far? I know some people don't even like re-listen to their stuff, but what do you think is your personal best so far?
My personal best? I'm going to have to say the Duppy.
Yeah, you see?
I'm not gonna lie. And let me tell you why Duppy is my favorite. Just because it had literally all my emotion. Like, I let out all my emotion. I would say between that one and also Dreams and Nightmares. Like, it just took so much of me to put on the paper. So it was like I finally got everything out. Yeah. So those are probably my favorite. And you could feel that too through the song.
Girl,
so I was like, those are my favorite.
Okay. And I was going to say that from an emotional and a technical standpoint. I would say so. Those are the ones that touched me. Not to say that all of the other stuff that you was spitting wasn't fire. It was just those I really tapped into. Yeah. Like, okay. See, it don't matter how old, how young you are. We all go through those things. And when you can hit everybody, you doing your due diligence. So
because I feel like that's the music that's gonna stay around anyways. Exactly. Like, you know how it's so easy for like a twerking song or hip hop song to come out and then it's another one right after that.
Right after that, and then you forget it. You forget about it.
Exactly. But you know, if you hear something real that you relate to, it's gonna stick. I feel like.
Absolutely. So what's been your best show, your best performance so far? I know you've done a lot of shows. What's been the one that you just, I knocked that shit out the park?
I would say it was a performance in Atlanta. It's out of when I was at Ice Bar, Club Ice Bar on the South Side. That was a good performance. And then I think when I was in LA and I performed at Venus Beach. Okay. That was actually an exciting one too because that was my first.
Was that the BET?
No, that BET one, that was in Atlanta too. Actually, no way. I'm gonna put that up there. Thank you for reminding me. I knocked that shit out the park. Okay, I liked that one. So yeah, that's gonna be up there because that was really fun and my energy was up there for that.
It was. And I noticed that was a remix on Dre beat because I heard a little bit of it playing in the background. I don't know what song it was. I can't tell you what the song was that you did at the BET Awards. What's the name of that song?
Poppin', the original one.
Okay, was that beat was a remake beat, right?
I didn't know. I didn't hear that in the beat.
Really? Okay.
It probably was the person that made the beat. I bought the beat off YouTube. That was my first beat that I ever bought. And,
okay. They remixed.
They remixed. Okay, so that's what they did there. Yeah, they probably remixed.
So I was like, oh shit. Okay, I see her.
And that's why I picked that beat because it was like
gave you
a
that
West
Bay
Coast.
feel.
It gave me that Bay feel. And at that point, that was my first single that I ever dropped. And I was like, you know what? I want to bring my Bay feel to Atlanta. And everybody was rocking with it. So I was like, okay. Yeah. I like that.
Yep. So, do you prefer like studio work or performing live? Which do you prefer?
Performing. I feel like performing is my favorite part of this whole music thing. When you're on stage and you just in your zone and you vibing out. I can't wait until I could be in an arena and everybody singing my song. Oh my God, it's gonna be so surreal. I'm waiting for that day.
And it's gonna happen. That's gonna be like a high like none other. That adrenaline. I don't even know, but I can only imagine from what people tell me and what you see when you go to a concert and it's packed like that. That's a rush.
Yes, it has to be like all those people in there, and you to know that they came for you, and that they sing it
and
with
they your
you.
word.
Yes,
they know your words.
They know your words. Oh my God,
amazing. So besides music, what's your favorite thing to do when you aren't writing, producing, or recording?
My favorite thing to do, I would say watch movies. I'm a movie person.
Are you?
I'm a big movie
girl.
person.
Do you cry watch movies?
I don't know. Why do I cry in every single movie? It doesn't matter if it's funny, if it's I'm a cry. It is.
Hey, I swear to God, like on life, on death, on everything, I'm a movie cry and I have no control.
I have no control. Oh,
no,
I thought it was just me.
No,
I can't
honey,
control it no matter what.
No matter what,
I'm a cry.
Yep. And like my family anticipates. They know. They like.
They'll
oh,
look at
they
me.
look
They're like, oh, she finna cry though. We crying, bruh.
I'm like, I can't help it. I get so involved. I'm an empath, and I get involved with anybody. I mean, I just can feel it.
That's the cancer. Oh my, that's the cancer. Like we empathize and we can feel that emotion. It's crazy.
Yeah. And I guess maybe it's a blessing and a curse because even if I come across somebody and they're going through something,
you can feel that energy.
I
can
can.
feel it.
And like I said, it's a blessing and a curse because I don't want to take on that energy. But I do. I get so involved. If you tell me your story, oh my God. And so I have to mind my spirit, you know what I'm saying, and my mental, so that way I can protect myself from those things.
Because you have to, especially with being who we are. It's like for some reason with our energy, people can feel that, and they
open up to you.
They open up to it. They grasp to it, and so it's like if we're not careful, they'll drain our energy and won't even fill us back up with anything like that. So yeah, you.
No, it's true. It's no bullshit. It's not reading. This is a real thing that I know, I feel, and I'm glad you understand because not a lot of people can't understand it. I really truly understand what an empath is. It's just the way that I was built, and that's why I love to see people. I really love to see people do their thing. This is why I love what I do right now because I'm just the beginning part of the build on your journey. But I love to learn about people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love, and then to see you at the next level and be like, man, I remember when she was
you know what
I'm saying? And now,
right.
yes. So I guess it's just all in the game. It's just all in me.
Yeah.
So, what is the creative process for you? Do you vibe to a beat, like hear a funky beat and just feel it, and then you write to it, or are you more of a freestyle?
I'm not a freestyler at all. I really wish I was. I'm trying to practice that now, just because one day if someone was like freestyle real quick, I want to be able to do it.
Damn, because I was sure gonna ask you.
I want to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? But I can't freestyle right now. Let me not even use can't in my vocabulary.
There we go.
Because I just need to really just try and just practice at it, and then I'll get better.
Yeah.
But I'm a writer. I write everything. My writing process, usually sometimes I might spark a blunt and smoke and vibe out like that.
Okay.
And sometimes I don't. Honestly, I just be looking up beats, whether someone sent them to me or I go on YouTube, whatever catches me. Yeah. And that's what I write to. And I usually know within like the first couple of seconds of the beat, honestly. Like I don't take too long on it. And I know if the song isn't for me just by how it makes me feel.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gotta make love to you.
Yeah.
For real. And I don't rap now, but back in the day I tried to. And I was really into it, and then life happened. I had kids and everything like that. But I do know the vibe, the feeling, the whole getting into that zone.
Yeah.
And you definitely that beat has to just make you feel. You got to feel it in your heart. It got to be your heartbeat.
Yes, I agree. Because there's been times people send me beats, and I'm just like, I used to think, like, why can't I write nothing to this beat? Because it just wasn't, it wasn't feeling, it wasn't in me yet.
It got to be your heartbeat. Once it's your heartbeat, the words just come like
come
it's
out.
nothing.
Yeah, it just flows.
I already know. So what do you plan to or hope to accomplish this year? We still early in the year, despite this quarantine.
Right, it's messing up everything. This year, though, I want to accomplish getting out my merch. Finally.
Okay.
Because I do have a prototype sweatsuit already.
Okay. What's the name?
Monroe Apparel.
Okay.
Yeah. Money over niggas, respect over everything.
Ah, watch out. Okay.
Yeah. It's Monroe Apparel. I want to get more things than just a sweatsuit. I want T-shirts. I want women's boxes. I want all these things. But like I said, since I've been inside, I've been just trying to get everything together as far as looking at what I need to get, like people I need to come in contact with, everything that I need to know about all my little business ventures, so that when we are off this quarantine, I can go ahead and get everything started.
That's good. Good thinking. Make the most of this time.
Right, we in the crib, so I also, what else? I do want to put out another tape by the end of the year. I do want to put another tape. I want to get more visuals. Because right now, I only have 2 on YouTube right now, music videos.
Right.
So that's my main focus because I have 2 tapes out already. I want to get the videos out there.
Absolutely.
So this year, I most definitely want to get a lot of videos out.
Yes, that's important. The visuals are really, really what drive it home, honestly.
Yeah, because people want to see. They want to, like, basically a movie and type thing. So.
Yep. And so, as far as, like, any advice that you have for females in the rap game or that want to come along in the rap game, what advice can you share?
I would say never to give up and make the music that you want to make, because it's millions of people in the world and somebody gonna feel it. So if one person don't like it, don't give up. That doesn't mean nothing. If one door is closed, another one's gonna open. And I would just say, be true to who you are.
Yeah. Yep. I think that's roundabout right, honestly. Yeah, it's plain and simple. So I'm gonna ask you this.
And read your contracts, y'all.
Read
them contracts.
Absolutely. Have somebody proofread it. Don't you just read it, because some of that be some fadangled, stuff in there.
Because my first contract that I got, I actually had several people look
read
that
it. That's
over.
right.
Because I was worried, like, is this good? Is this, how does this sound? Is what I should be getting? It was like, oh, nah, you can get something way better.
Right.
So,
Yeah, for sure. Definitely that. Well, first of all, I have to compliment you on air. So I love your hair. I hear her beads moving around here. So I think this is so cute.
Okay.
I like it a lot. I like that. I love the colors.
I want to try something different. Yeah, the colors are really cute. It was a different thing. I think these beads, y'all go to the beauty supply, like $3.99 or something like that.
It takes me back to the 70s, when they used to have it'd be 70s. Like this, baby. And they'd be like, girl, yes.
Those are my eras. When it comes to my styles, 70s and 90s are always what I try to incorporate with how I look.
Yes, honey. I love it. So, question. This is a music question, just to kind of get your feel on music and who you think is the dopest, the hardest, the funkiest rapper. So you got Drake, you got Nicki Minaj. We're going to put E40 in the mix because we got Hillside representative up in here. Megan Thee Stallion, Da Baby, and Mac Dreezy. They all on one track. Okay. Who got the best verse?
Oh my God, how you gonna
and who got the worst?
How you gonna do me like that? Okay.
What that ear do? What that ear do?
The worst, I'm gonna say Drake.
Drake.
I'm gonna say Drake. Just because. Can you tell me who in there again?
Drake, Nicki Minaj, E40, Megan Thee Stallion, Da Baby, and Mac Dre. Ain't that hard?
Damn. First, okay, let me say Nicki. I already know she coming hard. I'm just gonna say that right now. Ooh, let me not even say Drake. I'm gonna say the worst. God damn.
That's hard already, though.
Cause I love E40. And I love my Drake. My Drake, he ain't losing. Nicki ain't losing. I fought with the baby strong. it's really out of Megan and Drake as the worst, just because with Drake, I don't just like rock with all of his songs, and I don't really just typically see him as a rapper to me. Like, you know, he's a more sing rap style, and I just like with them, they gonna eat him. They gonna eat him up. They gonna eat him up. And then with Megan, it's like with her too. I don't listen to all her music either.
Okay.
It'd be like a hit and miss with me too.
Yeah.
On some of her stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we saying Drake or Megan is the worst, coming the worst.
Yeah.
Who's coming the hardest?
The hardest, I must say.
Who you got your money on?
Because we got Mac, Nicki,
40,
and the baby.
And the baby. And the baby doing things right now.
The baby is doing things right now. Ooh. Oh. You know what? I'm going to probably have to give it to the baby.
Okay.
I'll have to give it to the baby. And I was going to say Nicki. Only reason why I'm not going to say Nicki just because where she's at now is just different where she was at then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then just like with the baby flow, it's just like get gassy. I don't even know. So yeah, I would say the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm mad at you there. That is a tough competition.
It's tough.
But the baby is doing his thing. I really do like him. I like his whole everything about him. Everything from his smile to his just stupid swagger to his raps to everything. I love him so.
And I like how he's trying to be a little more versatile now. Because at first I was like, the baby. Now, you know you got more flow in you. Like, give us something else. Because a couple of his songs were starting to sound similar. Yeah, so I was like, give us something else. We know it's singing. So yeah.
Yep. Okay. So, if Aaliyah was on the left and Left Eye was on the right, and you could only pick one to take a picture with,
Aaliyah.
Hands down. And why?
Because that's my bitch right there. I love Aaliyah. With Aaliyah compared to anybody, I would choose Aaliyah.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah.
Yes. At your best. Just everything.
Yes,
I listened to her all the
everything.
time too back in the day. I'm so mad well, I think the family just released more of her music because remember, once upon a time, it was only 2 or 3 songs that was out on social media platforms. So
I think I heard something like maybe her uncle or somebody like got her music or her something like that.
So I haven't even looked her up. I actually will probably do that right at home tonight just to see what else is out there because I heard they have released some more of her music.
Which is crazy because we need that. Like we need her music.
Yeah. So any projects, activities that you got in the works are coming? I know we talked about the merch coming, and is there anything else down the pipeline that you want to let us know about?
I do got this tape in mind. I just got some beats from someone about a week ago, so I'm probably going to start working on that soon. I want it to be more of a R&B vibes. I want my singing to get more show, okay? So I think I want to do an R&B vibes tape next.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. Okay. So we got the merch that'll be coming soon. Any shows coming up? I know right now it's kind of hard with the quarantine, so.
Shows coming up right now. There's nothing in the works. But hopefully when I can get back home to Georgia, there might be something set up. Because I still, like I said, I still want to be able to promote bar for bar. It was just sad that I wasn't able to promote it how I want to. Because the quarantine came soon as I dropped my mixtape.
Yeah.
So I definitely got to still get out and promote that.
Right, right. So now are you going back to Georgia? Are you here just for a short period of time? Or you go back and forth? How does that work?
I'm living here right now.
Okay.
But last year, I think I moved back here to California in March 2019.
Okay.
And then I dropped my EP in September. So I went back to Georgia in September, and I was out there for 3 months doing promo, doing some shows, did the BET performance and everything out there.
Okay.
And then I came back in November, and I've been here since. And so I'm trying to go back again. I was supposed to go at the end of this month, but then all this happened. So I'm trying to really just keep going back and forth, you know, getting my fan base between both, which is it's basically best of both worlds.
Of course, yeah.
You know, both places.
For sure. And I just have this last question that I'm going to be mad if I didn't ask you. Now, you got JD down there in Atlanta. You got all these heavyweights down there. Are you rubbing shoulders with them? What's going on with that?
I haven't met JD or anything like that. As far as connects wise, I've been getting my connects through like going out and performing at the clubs and everything like that. But as far as big like that, I haven't came in contact with anybody. I hope so though soon. Hey JD, if you see me,
right,
I'm right here.
I know the Brat. She always talking about looking for female artists. Like she's like, where is the rappers at? Like,
listen to Brat.
So,
I'm right here.
Right? Right.
I'm right here.
So, lastly, I want to allow you to give your shout outs and also let the people know how to follow you on social media, where to get your music, what platforms your music is on.
Okay. Shout outs. I want to shout out to everybody, honestly, that's been rocking with my music. Shout out to God for my talents. Let's throw that out there.
Amen.
Shout out to my mom for getting me here to this studio, to this interview right now. Shout out to Mom.
Yes. On a late night hype.
Right. Shout out Hype Radio for having me.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Big Nick, Uchilado. Shout out to Slime Fam. Shout out everybody that's been rocking with me. Honestly, I rock with y'all. Continue to support with me. See where we go on this journey. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Fe'Monroe _ that's FEMONROE _. My Twitter is at @FeTheGoat, and my Facebook is Fifi Monet. I think that's my Facebook.
Yeah, it is.
It is okay. I don't be on it like that, okay? But Fifi Monet is my Facebook. So y'all get at me on all social media. You guys can also email me, fifiparm@gmail.com. If you guys want to do business, send me beats or anything like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, honey, it was definitely a pleasure. I'm glad I got the opportunity to sit down with you. I'm so excited for the things to come. Definitely make sure you send some of those other songs we were talking about a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Definitely you guys will be hearing some of the music in rotation. You guys can always call in and request music as well. So if you love it, let us know so we can make sure we keep it in rotation. And then lastly, you guys, make sure you guys stay safe on this quarantine. I know it is hard. It is hard for me. It's real hard for me to stay in the house.
Stay in the crib.
And I'm trying to be mindful because I don't want us all to be on lockdown forever and a day. We definitely need to be free for the summertime.
Right.
So,
you got birthdays coming. Cancer season is
yes,
on the way.
I need to be free. So make sure all of us cancers right here.
Right, all of us.
We need free. And so I'm closing. I want to just thank you guys all for tapping into hype-radio.com. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you tell somebody about Hype Radio. Like, share. If you're on social media, like and share. Let the people know if you are interested in coming into the show and you want to get your interview on it, get your music played. You already know what to do. Hit us up. Just go ahead and follow us on social media and you'll see how to hit us up so you can find out how to get on air. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. It is the Queen's Table. It's your girl, Jai Yada. Love and light. You guys enjoy your weekend.
That was perfect.
And my phone didn't die. I did good today.
Hit the mall and tear it up. Little shit ballin'. Off in the points like it's a sport. I got so used to ballin'. And when you living like I'm living, all these bitches callin'. Can't get enough. Don't dick, keep them bitches calling. Feel like talking at the school, cut it out, dogging. Hating on me.
All right, great job. Great job.
Cause I'm younger, older niggas hate to see me false.
Pictures. Yes.
Still jaywalking. Burberry on my shirt, Kev Van walking.
Team Cancers in this thing.
Right, we all cancer. We got the cancer list going on here.
That nigga 16. Hella bands with me.